Welcome, or hello, interwebs, or whatever greeting I used last time. I don't know. I meant to do some videotaping last week of a Halloween makeup tutorial. Isn't this thing awesome? Got from Party City for $7. A lot cheaper than Spirit. It's not sharp either, so I didn't cut my arm off. Okay, so who are we doing today? Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Alright, we're doing Wednesday. So, first things first. Gotta figure out how to balance this thing so that you can see me. It's my closet in the background. Okay, you can see me. Sort of. As best as I can. Okay. Let me go grab a compact mirror. This is one from my Aunt Denise a couple years ago. We're no longer speaking for reasons that I will get into another time. Another time, another place, not here in the face. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting on top of Mikey's pants. That's nice. That's a nice thing to do. Okay. First things first is apply a moisturizer. I applied my L'Oreal, the blue bottle with the pump. It's the same as the Hydro Boost from Neutrogena, but I don't use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost anymore because it came in a tub, and I don't like things that come in tubs. Actually, I just changed the camera angle just a little bit. That worked great. Okay. Next is a primer. I love using the Nivea Men Sensitive Skin Post Shave Balm. Sure, shake it real well and be real careful. The dress I got from Hot Topic. My nails I did myself with a mix of Under Your Spell, Bloody Marie, and Red Carpet. 2 by Wet n Wild, 2 by Sally Hansen. Oh, the Bloody Marie I changed a little bit more to make it more jelly-like over time. Another good affordable primer that I really like is the Catrice Waterproofing Drops. You can use it as a primer and it works really well. Well, for keeping your makeup in place. While this is drying, I'm going to put on my smock, and on my smock, aka my robe. Why? Because getting makeup on le dress is a no-go. And I gotta get the sleeves out. So, yeah, you're gonna have some fun today watching me be kind of stupid. Is the other sleeve inside out too? No. Okay. Don't get to see my belly. My belly. My belly. Smooth down. Alright. The primer isn't dry yet, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes to dry. And while that's going on, I'm going to put on a lip balm. My lip balm of choice is Mist Tinted Minted Rose Lip Balm. It gives a little slight tingle. I love the Rosebud Salve lip balms, or Rosebud Salve in general. It is a very good product. I got these from Bath & Body Works about a year ago, I think. You're wrong, but they're still good. Okay. Next up is White Mixer. This is from Revolution Beauty. You could also use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. These are two very great high coverage white bases. I'm going to blend this in with my with a brush. Whoa, that was funky dunky. This brush from Wet n Wild, I don't know what the name of it is, but with my mom's old Clairol True to Light. You don't have to go paler than your skin tone if you're already pale, like I am, but if you want to, like I do anyway, because I'm gothic, it's a good idea to go a little bit paler than your skin tone if you can. If you're black, I recommend just staying your beautiful self, or a dark-skinned person, because honestly, why try and go lighter if you're already beautiful? But then again, it's Halloween, so you can do pretty much anything you want. Next, I'm taking my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the shade Poo, aka the lightest shade. Now, why am I going with the lightest shade? Because I'm trying to look pale as shit. Trying to look dead. As dead as possible. Now, I don't like blending this in with a sponge or with a brush. I really like it blending this in with my fingers. Foundation lips! Foundation lips, I look dead! And then I smooth it in with a beauty blender later. Which I haven't wet yet, I just realized that. Oops. Nice going, beauty YouTuber Hannah. You're no Tati Westbrook. You're no Jeffree Star. You're a hack. You's a hack. I'm gonna try using that brush again just because I think I can get just as good of a blend. I almost got a good blend out of that, but it looks like shit to me. So I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender and be right back. Right black. Wow. Nice and wet. This is from e.l.f. I don't use a real beauty blender because that's expensive. And they're kind of racist, too. If you haven't noticed from their horrendous shade range of their foundation. At least I think it's horrendous. Then again, some of my favorite foundations have horrible shade ranges too. And they're from the drugstore. I'm going to put on another layer of pale because I feel like I need a little bit more coverage on certain areas. And I'm not using concealer because I have such a pale base. Sorry for not talking through this bit. I'm trying to blend as easily as possible. Perfect. My face actually is just one shade paler than my neck. That is the goal to me. You can go more shades paler if you want, but I prefer to keep it a natural pale. Unless I'm trying to do like I did for the Ren Fair. Then I look super pale because that's the level of beauty that I have. Okay. I need to wash my hands in a minute or find my, there, my makeup wipes. Halloween this year is on a Wednesday, which is weird. I wish it was on a Friday or a Saturday, because then I could have more fun with my husband. But instead, no, it's on a Monday. I mean a Wednesday this year. So it's actually tomorrow. I'm filming this the day before Halloween. Now the reason I'm filming it today is I have a party to go to, and I have to be Wednesday. So, alright. Next for brows, I'm taking the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel in Deep Brown. This is almost a black on me, so it makes my brows look extra dark and extra sultry. The other reason I needed my makeup wipes is because this stuff is gloopy. You're not, the tailor says not to use the applicator and to use a sponge. I actually have found a way to use the applicator, so. Oh, my eyes look crazy. I look like Groucho on Wednesday. Next, I take a makeup wipe and clean up around my brows. You could use concealer if you're really careful, but I just use a makeup wipe. I found that that's easiest to do. I also removed the foundation from my lips just so that I don't look as dead. Then I use my beauty blender to blend foundation over underneath my brows and over it. Over the top of them. See, my brows don't look that bad. Let me check in the mirror again. My brows don't look that bad. Okay. Now for the fun part, before I get to the eyes, I'm going to do my widow's peak. Now my mom, the first time I did this, said don't do it pointed. Her mother had a widow's peak. I don't. It's just weird. I figured I would, but I don't. So first you take a brown, dark brown or a black eyebrow pencil. I'm trying to find my eyebrow pencil. I keep my eyebrow pencils in with my, here it is, in with my lip liners because I don't use eyebrow pencils that often, but when I do, it's for drawing and such. So, start at your hair, start towards the middle of your hairline. That's a little wonky line. See? Okay. It's supposed to be wide. So, as it looks, this is kind of a little pointed, so I'm going to erase that little point. My finger. Make sure you blend it in with your hair good. Now there's the widow's peak drawn. Now you're going to be like, Hannah, that doesn't match your hair. And it's not going to because I'm going to make it dark. My hair is already dark, but I'm going to use, oh, that's the light kit. Sorry, I picked up my contour color. Okay. Looks more brown than black, but it works. And don't worry, you can always use your beauty blender or sponge to clean up the lines. Just what I'm doing here. Oh, it looks a little off. I wish that Wednesday Addams didn't have a widow's peak, but she does, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Being a cosplay queen is hard to do. Eyebrow powders are very good for contouring as well as for filling in this widow's peak. Mine's a little brown, but it needs a little more. Here's the hairline. Yeah, it looks a lot better now. Yeah, it matches my hair. Perfect. make sure it matches your hair. If you're using a black wig, use black eyeshadow. I recommend Panther from Wet n Wild. It's only like $1. You can get even cheaper with coupons. Okay, time for the magic to begin. Now, let's see if I can find a little buddy. My little base buddy that I'm going to be using. Base buddy, base buddy, base buddy. For base, I'm using the Toughest Taupe color tattoo from Maybelline, because we're going to be using mostly taupe tones, so it's better for us to use a more grayed out base, or grayed out taupey base. If you want to use a regular eyeshadow base, that's fine. I'm just using this to make the colors pop even more, look even more dead and sunken in. I just use my finger. These color tattoos are amazing eyeshadow bases, amazing eye cream eyeshadows. In fact, I think the best I've ever tried, other than the Glitter Warriors, Warriors and the AOA, a Studio, which I think are great. Okay. Won't need dark again. Alright. And with the Beautiful Darkness palette from Revolution Beauty, I'm going to take the color Apparition and apply that to my crease with a fluffy brush. And underneath my eye. Make sure you go underneath your eyes as well as in your crease, because this way you can make your eyes look more dead and sunken in than it already looks. The more dead and sunken in you look, the better. Because Wednesday, I believe, is a zombie woman. If not a zombie woman, then she definitely adores zombies enough to be like a creature of the night. You could just stop here if you want to be lazy, but I ain't gonna be lazy, bitches. But that's the only shade I use in this palette for that. I'm going to do another look with this palette another time, tomorrow probably, of a fall look, which is going to be a autumn inspired look, or possibly I might just do a different one. Next, using whatever contour color you have, I like using e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit in Light. See, I'm hitting Major Pan. And again, taking the same fluffy brush. We're using a grayed out taupe and a more taupey taupe, which adds to the sunken in levels. Hell, you could even contour by now, but as you can tell, I have my eyes pretty much done, except for one little thing that I watched one YouTuber do on her tutorial that I thought looked amazeballs for Wednesday. I'm going to take Panther. You can use any matte black shadow you'd like. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. Doesn't that make me look even more dead? I mean, it's awesome. Hopefully I won't have to go to the hospital today to pick up my mom. So if I do, I'm going to scare a lot of people. And they're going to think I'm supposed to be there. I look sleep deprived. I look dead. It's not even funny. I think Bailey Vanderveen's video is even better than mine, so watch hers if you're really needing inspiration. I mean, I'm being dead serious because I kind of suck. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do before I highlight my brow bone with Crystal Ball, I'm going to add a little bit of Immortal, which is a taupey gray, a gray-green, and Bewitched, which is a purple taupe. And I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to go right underneath my eyes as well as into my crease. From the BYS Fantasy Palette, by the way. You don't have to use as many shadows as you can use whatever you want. I'm just using these colors because I have them. Now I'm going to take Crystal Ball on a flat edge brush and highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. Just a matte white shadow. I'm just doing this to make sure that I look like I have eyebrows instead of it like blending all together and looking muddy, because that's what it looks like without highlighting your brow bone, kids. I'm using the white matte first, but I'm going to use a shimmer later on. If you're wondering where to get BYS in the States, they have it in Hot Topic stores. That's where I got mine. Okay, now I look a little bit more awake-ish. Okay. Blush and highlight. Now, and contour. Now you're going to ask me, Hannah, why no bronzer? Here's why. Wednesday don't like sunlight. Her mom doesn't like sunlight. Remember in the movie where she was cringing at the sun? There you go. You have an answer for why no bronzer. So try to pick something very cool toned for your contour shade. I'm using the light and I'm using two tones. I'm using the light eyebrow kit from e.l.f. and I'm going to be using the MUA Professional or Makeup Academy traditional eyebrow kit with the lightest shade. If you're me, you don't want to contour your nose. Your nose looks fine. But if you want, you can contour your nose. I'm just going to contour my cheekbones and my jawline because, as you can see, Mama likes to eat. So Mama needs to contour her jaw a little bit. I'm going to blend it in more. I'm going to use this one because it's a little lighter, but it's a lot more cool toned on this brush. I don't know the names of my brushes. I don't care. I mean, you can use whatever brushes you have. Okay, contour is on. Not blended in very well, Hannah. I know. I suck at contouring in real life. This is real life. If I look like I suck, I'm sorry. It's because I do suck. S-U-C-K, S-U-C-K, I suck. Now my contour is blended in. I know it still looks a little harsh, but it's supposed to look harsh. Okay, because Wednesday has really high cheekbones. You've seen her mother. She has her mother's face. Now for a little bit of blush. And you're going to be saying, blush, but Hannah, we're trying to look dead. Here's the thing. I don't want to scare nobody too much, okay? I know I'm going to a serial killer themed party today, but I'm going to try my best not to scare too many damn people. I'm going to take a little bit of Mellow Wine, Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine blush and a little bit of their zombie blush. You heard right. Zombie blush. Hush, people. Now this is what the zombie blush looks like. If you saw the review from Bunny or Graveyard Girl, she's right. Although, if you don't blend it in, you see the green sparkles, and it looks really, really dead looking. So that's why I'm using it today, because it's kind of dead looking. I'm going to blend it in just a little bit, but not by much. Now I'm going to set my face because I feel like it's been set a little bit, but I'm going to set it again. I'm just using a white translucent powder. This is from Spirit. Although you can actually buy some now from the Ghost powder from Revolution Beauty is also a pressed white foundation powder that you could also buy. See how that toned down my blush a lot? it really helps. Something called veiling. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit of a black sparkle to my lids, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to use Spellbound Pigment from Wet n Wild. I am no way sponsored by Wet n Wild, by the way. I just love their stuff because it's cruelty-free and cheap. Come on, let me find my makeup brush. Oh, this cup came from Five Below. I store my makeup brushes in it because I love mermaids a lot. I love mermaids. I love the ocean. I just hate the stupid straw law because it's not like I see plastic straws everywhere. It's actually more black than sparkle, but it's still pretty. I love these Wet n Wild pigments. You're like never gonna run out. I have a couple of them. Okay. Now for my favorite step. Highlighter. Okay, highlighter and lipstick are both my favorite steps. But, okay. Let me try and find that other thing. Okay. Now, I layer my highlighters. Why? Because to me, it's good to have a good highlighting base. First, I'm going to use the Master Holographic from Maybelline, the white one. That's mainly glitter underneath my brow bone and in my inner corners. And then I'm going to put it on my cheekbones. I have specified the white one, or number 50, because this is a dupe, as far as I can tell from formula and from seeing pictures online, for the Fenty Diamond Balm. And I freaking love that highlighter. If I had the money, I would buy that shit if I had the money. If you have the money, buy it, please. Don't use my drugstore alternatives if you have money. Okay. Next, I'm just putting the glitter under my brow bone and in my inner corners. All the other highlighters, I lift my face. So next is the Butter Highlighter from Physicians Formula. I'm trying to use as many whites as possible because of how light my skin is. The other reason I like to I love to layer highlighters is to make myself blinding. We've all had that one friend. That one friend who's like, bitch, don't you have enough highlighters? You can never have too many. Next, I'm going to use, if you've got it, Haunt It, which is with a wet brush. This is a pink highlighter. So why am I using a pink now? I'm going to use a pink and then a purple one that I love called Caught in Your Web. And I'm using them wet. These are both Wet n Wild highlighters. And next is Caught in Your Web, if I can find it. Found it! Ew, it's looking metal. It's looking metal! And then I'm going to use Caught in Your Web alone. No wet brush on top of the places where I went with the glitter on my brow bone and on my inner corners to blend everything together. And I'm going to take the same brush that I had before, because I covered up some of my eye work with highlighter in light. Oh, so I kept light, my bad. Okay, now we are almost finished. Next is eyeliner. Use a black eyeliner in your inner rib. You could use a white if you really wanted to make your eyes bigger. However, I really like the black in there. It adds a little more sprigginess. It makes you look a little bit more dead. Next is mascara, or last step before lipstick is mascara, which I'm using the Joa Ice Cream Volume and Define. This is a dupe for the old L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara, which I loved, but they discontinued because L'Oreal likes to be a bitch. 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. Now, if you're ordinary, you can just stop here. I normally layer my mascaras, and I'm going to. I'm going to use the Voluminous X Fiber next, both steps. Look how voluminous my lashes look. They look amazing. These are amazing drugstore mascaras. I'd never pay high price for a mascara ever, because honestly, these drugstore mascaras are amazeballs. Last but not least, set your makeup into place with your favorite setting spray. I have two favorites at the moment. One is the e.l.f. setting spray that I put into this cute little bunny bottle. Look at it. Look how cute it is. I need to get another bunny bottle to refill. But today, make sure my shit stays in place, because this is hard work. This was hard work. I am going to use the Revolution Sport Fix. But before I do that, I'm going to highlight just a little bit more, because I can't help myself, with some White Raven from the Gotho Graphic collection. I'm so sad this was limited edition, although it is great. It's more of a purple highlight. I'm going to use a more purple highlight now. Just because I think it would look more dead-eye. Make sure to shake your setting spray very well. And wait for shit to dry before you put on your glasses. If you wear glasses. If you don't have to worry about waiting for your shit to dry to put your glasses on. But I do, because I'm blind as a bat. Pair with whatever lipstick you prefer for Wednesday. I'm going with a black, with a sparkly black with a little bit of gunmetal in the center. A good choice if you want to go for a more grayish would be Gone Grayish from Wet n Wild, from Maybelline. That's a good choice. Corpse Bride from Revolution Beauty. Cashmere by Wet n Wild. Angora or Dose of Cocoa from L'Oreal. Tea Rose from e.l.f. Any type of those colors that are grayish colors would look great, or black. Any of those colors would look amazing. Alright, so I hope you find this review helpful. This is makeup tutorial helpful. I hope you have fun. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy whatever the hell you celebrate, and enjoy the fall. Oh my gosh, I'm blinding. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that will be. Enjoy your holidays and everything else, and I will catch you in the next life.